So the total cases in the world right now are up to 274,724, which is 30,000 more cases than yesterday. So we're still on the upswing, like we're still climbing faster. It hasn't plateaued yet. Hey, what's up guys? Today is Friday, March 20th, 2020. It is day 3 of this little video series of daily doing videos about the coronavirus. So today was actually quite a busy day. I went to different stores taking back chairs and tables from when we had to do the social distancing in the stores. Also went by our store that we closed to do a few more things, which actually I filmed some stuff there. So why don't we take it away to me in a store. Okay, so here actually what I need to do to close the store up is I got a checklist here. Everything I need to do, basically, empty out the fridge and freezer, make sure they're good, shut them off, turn off the POS, turn off the fountain machine and everything, unplug toaster ovens, pop the breakers on them. Basically so that if there's any power surges, nothing's gonna get fried from that. Also all the perishable stuff is gone out of here. A lot of the stuff like cups and that we're gonna leave because they're good forever. So they can just stay in here until the potential reopen date. And other than that, this is kind of what it looks like in here. We just got the cups, fridge and freezer door open, all of this stuff open up like this. Cash are left open, no money in the store anymore, and that turned off. Bottle drinks are all good, but yeah, that basically sums up what we got to do to close the store and get it ready. And now we just, fingers crossed, this stuff passes over sooner than later so we can reopen the store to get some sales going again and get some people employed. Anyway, that's what it looks like in here now. That's all I had to do this afternoon. Now it's time to go back to Studio Gym. All right, so there you see exactly what I had to do in the store, basically. Turning things off, opening up doors, making sure things are locked down properly, and they are now. So hopefully this goes over soon so we can potentially reopen that store. Sales were actually decent today in comparison to yesterday. A few stores were up really good, which is awesome to see, but they're still really down compared to, say, even last Friday, which was down a bunch. So sales aren't great, but they were holding stable, which is good for us. It means we can continue being open for the guests and as well as for our staff to keep them employed longer, which is great, great, great news. Couple weird things that I saw today when out and about driving around to pick up. I had to go pick up a coffee maker and stuff that was broken for a store. I actually saw a guy on the side of the road. I wish I stopped to take a photo of it or go talk to him. He had a big cardboard sign out that says tissue paper and had an arrow pointing to his front steps of his house. I am not even kidding. I wanted to stop so badly and see what he was charging, but I had a timeline. Another observation is gas now has dropped to 73 cents a liter and 67 cents a liter at Costco, which is insanely cheap. I don't know if I've ever seen gas prices that cheap in the past 11, 12 years that I've been driving, which is crazy. It's normally about $1 or so right now is where it's been, but that's also not a good sign because that means that the economy and the oil price is dropping crazy, which is not good. We don't want that. Better when the gas prices are a little bit higher, but it's saving a little bit of money when filling up the pump today, which is great. All right, so now I'm going to go into my segment where I read off the stats from the coronavirus and its numbers. So yesterday I read them off. Now today I continued writing on here. So the total cases in the world right now are up to 274,724, which is 30,000 more cases than yesterday. And yesterday was 26,000 more cases than the day before. So it's growing and growing faster in these past couple of days, which isn't good. And that reflects in the deaths as well. There was 11,368 deaths now, which is 1,200 more than yesterday. And yesterday was 1,100 more than the day before. So we're still on the upswing, like we're still climbing faster. It hasn't plateaued yet. Recovered, 90,992 people have recovered, which is 2,500 more than yesterday, which is great. But obviously with more and more people getting tested, we're discovering more people who have it faster than they can recover. Locally, Canada, we're up to 1,077 cases now, which is 204 more than yesterday. Yesterday was 146 more than the day before that, which means that we are actually growing faster in Canada as well. The USA is growing at a staggering rate too. They're up to over 19,000 cases, which is 5,400 more cases than yesterday. Yesterday, they had grown by 4,500 cases. So they had 1,000 more cases, so a 25% increase in cases today compared to yesterday. which is not good. And Italy continues to climb as well, the leader in all this. They have 47,000 cases, which is now 6,000 more than yesterday. So they're still growing at quite the rate. One thing to note was that China actually had no new confirmed cases for the past day or so here. So that's great news for them. But that just means we're a few months behind them potentially. One thing to note for today, big announcement was Manitoba declared a state of emergency, which means a whole bunch of other new rules get put into place. One being, when you go out to a store, you have to be at least 1 to 2 meters apart. So that's just over 6 feet apart from people. So when you're lining up places, we actually have to put tape down on the ground every 6 feet so that you know how far apart to stand from people. So we've done that in one store, and we're about to go do that to the rest of the stores as well. You will see that in pretty much every business. A lot of the businesses are actually mandated they have to be closed now, except for essential services. Now, us being restaurants and food, we are considered an essential service as long as there's takeout or drive-through option. You can't sit inside still, but you are allowed to take out. Just you have to maintain that 6 feet apart from everybody, which is going to be tricky. There's also gatherings of 50 or more are now illegal, and you can be fined for it. Whether you're a company or an individual, you can be fined for going against these rules, which is quite serious. One good thing is Manitoba, us in Saskatchewan have the least cases across Canada, and Canada, as the size of country we are, is very small in cases, which is good. So we're very early on this preventative measure to be in a state of emergency. So hopefully for us here locally, that means it doesn't grow to the point that it has in Ontario or BC, or even down in the States like New York and California, where the entire states are basically locked down and you're not allowed to leave your house just because they are growing so rapidly in those states. Anyway, that's up for this video today. Hope you like it. There is so much going on. I'm going to try to keep up on top of it. Tomorrow, we'll see what tomorrow brings. But I will be here and upload another video tomorrow night at around the same time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.